So here's something that I thought might come up for a few people that want to see, because here, as you see, we have two diners for the New York Central, painted in the 1938 scheme with the blue stripe. Difference being, this is an MTH car, and this is a Challenger Imports Limited brass diner out of the 5-car set. My problem with this one, that's the reason why I do have this set, is because the diaphragms are a little mangled, which I guess is known, but otherwise, wanted to do a quick overview of why these two cars are pretty identical, even though the price point is far different. Now the MTH, you can definitely tell because of the end of the couplers here, that portion is painted. Now the Challenger Imports does have it, and it is this black piece right here. There it is. Right under the coupler, it just is not painted. So it is there still. But in terms of detail, these two are pretty spot on to be exactly the same. Differences being, of course, is the weight. The MTH is going to be a lot lighter of a car versus the Challenger Imports that's probably 4 times the weight. And then there is a bit of a different shine at being brass over plastic that you're going to get on these Challenger cars. I'm going to try and get some of the interior, because Challenger does have obviously tables and the window shades. Trying to get this detail the best that I can. And it is very nicely detailed on the inside. However, when you go to the MTH, what you end up getting is same level of detail, but the chairs at least have a color to them. So as it goes by, you're going to see a little bit of a hue difference versus everything just being a kind of white on the inside. You still get the window shades. You still get a general interior detail, but a little bit more color. And of course it's lit on the inside, so as this one goes by, you're going to be able to tell the difference between the two cars overall. Underbody, they're skirted, so you're not really going to see this stuff anyway. It's just general piping. There's nothing really major about it. The two trucks are roughly the same, but I don't know if one's just backwards. I'd have to look at a prototype to make sure that these are the correct orientation, but one of these is probably backwards. You have to be real nitpicky to pick out. And for the diaphragms here, so this one on the Challenger Imports is a little rough. Let's see how we can get the camera here a bit. So MTH on the left, Challenger on the right, missing a little bit on the edge, but nice door detail, nice grab irons, granted to be covered, just like the MTH is. It does have the same grabs underneath, it just has the diaphragm in the way. Turn this around to the other side here. So right there you get a pretty good difference of coloration between the cars and the interior. I'm doing it on the diner because I thought this would be the best to show as a difference versus a sleeper that you really don't see anything on the inside. And these are both the exact same road number of 680. Finding an MTH diner on itself is difficult. So I opted for the Challenger Imports 5-car so I could have the extra sleepers and not have an observation. So I have a true consist, because the 20th Century did run with 2 diner cars. So if you find one of these are obviously well worth the money, and you can close couple from the bottom. If you remove the screw, you can bring it in a little bit more if you have the curves for it. I don't have those yet. But with these being far heavier, it is difficult for engines to pull. So if you have like a Bachmann Dreyfuss, or I have the MTH Dreyfuss, it does okay with it. I did have to put traction tires on it. I would like to see a Broadway Limited because I know that that can pull it. But it is a heavy train even with just 5 cars being brass. But as I spin this around, as you see, this is pretty much the same detail. Far different price point though. All right, hope you enjoyed it.